Jan. I can't imagine the feeling that they have right now representing Philippines and India to the best of their ability. And here we go.
Yes. So for those who missed maybe the previous matches, on the left side we have Aditya Ruhela, who is #1 player in whole Asia, seasoned player with everything what every player would want to have. And this will be his first encounter against Leander from Philippines, who is an avid tennis player, converted to pickleball maybe a few years ago. They never met before. As a matter of fact, Leander never competed outside of Philippines, and I can see whole country of Philippines, at least pickleball country of Philippines, watching, cheering for him today.
Yes, they're very supportive of their top player, Leander. But I got to tell you, this guy can compete all over the world against anybody in the business. He's got that type of skill set. He obviously needs to still develop and mature in his pickleball career, as we all do. But he's got all the tools in the bag. He's got the mental stability to be a top performer. Aditya is still very young as well. He's a young player. But this guy is loaded with talent, absolutely loaded with talent. We saw a huge comeback from him in the game prior. He was down 8-1 and battled all the way back, found the inner strength to overcome that adversity, and he found himself in the finals. But right now, he's starting a little stale, a little flat, as we say in the States. But he's going to pick it up, no doubt.
Now, this is the finals, and it will be played 2 out of 3, so he has got some time to gear in. And again, you know, this is the first encounter between them two, so they are still maybe testing each other, seeing what would be the best strategy to play each other. So
yeah, absolutely.
Even the first game, if that is going to go to one player, I wouldn't consider it like a decision was made.
Correct, and a perfect example is the women's final where, you know, Sarah Berg got beat 11-5 in the first game and came back and won 11-2, 11-0. So that is not a prerequisite to the match being played out that way.
Right.
And also, we talk about this a lot, the ebbs and flows and the momentum changes happen quite often.
Very fast, yes. So now we have 0-2, Aditya 0-4. Well, we know that Aditya is Oh, so it's 5-0.
It's actually, I think, maybe 6 now because he's on the right. Sometimes it's loud in here, so sometimes we have a hard time hearing the scoring. But we'll try to get an accurate score for you here in just a minute. I think it's 0-4, actually, is what I heard. We'll get it right.
Eventually.
Well, if you keep guessing enough, you're going to get it right at some point.
At the point of 11. We apologize for this, but yeah, we are still developing the viewers' experience.
No, for sure. Listen, we're happy to bring live streaming to Asia Pickleball, and I'm happy to be here in this commentator seat. I've got a front row seat to some fantastic pickleball. We're going to have some hiccups and bumps along the way, but very excited to be here.
Nice soft touch.
All right, Aditya starting to play. Aditya starting to pick it up now. Look, inevitably sometimes you start slow, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And that's the important part about pickleball competition. 0-5 now.
0-5.
I believe that's what I heard now. I love the backhand slice return of Leander, and then he follows it right in and gets up there quickly.
To be honest, Aditya is using the same backhand, and it's just beautiful. It's just nice and slice, and it just goes forever. So it gives you a chance to really come to the net as far as you can.
You know what? This is kind of a funny side note. I was talking with Aditya between them after he won his match. And he told me how impressed he was with Leander's game. And he said even like that paddle, he's not used to seeing that paddle. He said like how amazing he played with that paddle. And I thought, you know, they're not used to seeing pro Kinects over there in India probably.
Not in India, yes.
Right, it's a very popular paddle in the States, but I'm just thinking like he was amazed at how well he played with that, but that is a very, very good paddle,
well,
the pro Kinects.
For us, it is really nice to see the player with a high-profile player with pro Kinects, because Kevin Gilbert is our faithful sponsor for all our events, and we see pro Kinects at every our tournaments, and I would like to publicly recognize him.
Yes, absolutely. And I know firsthand that Pro Kinects is always on the cutting edge of paddle manufacturing. They work very hard on producing a quality paddle. You very, very rarely ever hear anything bad about the Pro Kinects paddle. I've only heard good things, to be honest, about it. And that paddle that he has is supposed to also be really good for, like,
Totally.
It's got the gel beads. I think they call it gel beads in the core.
Little particles, yes.
Little particles that soften the vibrations of the ball. So I actually think I recommend. I don't get any cut from Pro Kinects.
You don't?
And I'm not sponsored by them. But
okay.
but I will say that the times when somebody at my club asks about tennis elbow,
right,
or I call it pickleball elbow now,
yep,
I recommend Pro Kinects because they're known for that.
Well, they came from tennis, and they have a patent, whole worldwide patent, and it's not gimmicks. It's really working.
No, it's the real deal.
And that saved so many lives in like tennis, and in pickleball the same thing.
I think you mean arms and elbows.
Yes.
Oh, look at the touch.
Yeah, beautiful.
Just, I mean, I don't know if people watching at home can realize how amazing that soft touch actually is. That ball's coming at you with pace, and just the ability to just soften it up is unbelievable.
The ball stay like glued on that paddle. Look at, oh, wow.
He almost floats it in on a cloud, you know. And one other thing about me touching on the resets from back at the baseline when your opponent's at the kitchen, it does a couple of things. It gives you the ability to neutralize the attack, but also it buys you a little time to get your footwork together so you can play the next shot. The faster you send the ball over, the faster it comes back.
Exactly.
And that's not a problem to speed the ball up, but you need to do it at the right moments when it makes the most sense to do it.
Exactly, because if you speed up in the wrong moment, you are opening up the court, and the ball is coming to you. Oh, what a touch again.
Another, I would say, magnificent soft touch from that Pro Kinects paddle and Leander.
That guy can receive eggs on his paddle without breaking them.
He might ask if you want them scrambled or fried. Oh, there's another. So, you know that saying, whatever you can do, I can do better? Right there. He says, okay, touche. I can also do the same, my friend. I actually think he should have gone back with the cut shot again. He was working for him.
That was a great serve.
Yeah,
found him a little bit unprepared.
Very good serve.
Good placement on the middle line.
I believe the score is 6-5, I believe. All right, so here's what I want to make note of. The first two drops. No, that ball. No, that ball was clearly out. Okay, he gave it to him. Yeah, that ball wasn't even close. What I was saying is the first two times he dropped Aditya soft, he didn't even make a move at it. That time he adjusted. He hit it a little long, but to be honest, he's making a good adjustment. That was my point in that.
Oh, that was a beautiful slice made by Aditya. Not much time to lift up that ball on the
very nice back spin.
Yes.
At his feet.
It's almost impossible to spin it up.
So that's the inside in. I think Aditya does this better than anybody I've seen. Maybe Tejas as well. It's the inside out, setting up the down the line shot, the inside in, if you will. He does it extremely well.
Look at the patience.
Yeah, I love the patience for sure. And that's, you know what, we've talked about this, we laughed about it before. You don't train for that shot. It just happens. You know, it just happens in the moment.
And he felt nearly guilty for doing that.
Yeah, he admittedly felt bad, but you know what? He doesn't give that point back. He'll take the point still.
He will not replay it.
You can always say sorry and still keep the point. I couldn't tell on that ball. It looked like it was a clean shot. But I will say that. Oh no, he missed. He missed.
Yeah, I missed it. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he may have nicked the line there. Okay, so that's the right shot. The two-handed drive is his bread and butter. He's just got to make that. There's the adjustment. You see you see what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
The first 2 times he didn't even get a paddle. He was almost surprised. Now he's seeing the anticipation of that drop, and he's attacking a lot faster coming in.
And honestly, probably that was not the best drop either.
No, that was not his best drop, mainly because it was a little higher. He couldn't really soft touch it as well. Yeah, that's too good. That's too good. I've often talked about the Team India. These guys, it's like they drill hitting the ball right on the white line. I mean, they are painters of the white line, and that ball just out of reach from Leander. All right, this is where I would call a timeout if it was me. I'd be using a timeout. That's 2 in a row he's missed. I think it's 10-6. Such great recovery ability.
Oh, beautiful.
But
yeah.
I mean, were you as shocked as I was that he even got to that ball?
Oh yeah. We all remember like Aditya play mixed doubles, right?
Oh yeah, in mixed doubles,
he's covering the court.
He literally covers sideline to sideline, kitchen to baseline. It was quite impressive, actually, how much court coverage he can take.
It's probably a little annoying for the girls to play with him.
Well, you know what? I actually asked them if that was something that they didn't care for, and they actually said, like, with a huge smile, no, we want Aditya to take every ball he can take. You know, like they were happy for him to take the ball. Which, you know, look, if you win, there's not much you can say. Sure. If he's losing, that's different. He's trying to.
It's interesting that.
Is that game 1?
It looks like.
Looks like game 1 goes to Aditya.
Well, let's not talk too soon.
Or maybe it's a timeout. I can't decide.
But the truth is that Aditya is driving the balls, and for some reason, Leander doesn't have ability to make that soft volley as he was doing at the beginning of the match. So something must have happened.
You know, I really believe fatigue plays sometimes a factor. It's not that he's going to be tired for the rest of the match. It's just like in moments, if you run around a bunch and that's the end of the first game, he might have a little fatigue that's causing him to hit an error shot or a mishap. I got to give credit to Aditya and you as well, I'm sure, would agree that he made some really nice adjustments through the middle of that match to come out on top.
Yes.
I thought that Leander was playing very well.
Yeah. The truth is that Aditya got a little scare in the semifinals, and maybe he was not ready mentally for that. Maybe he didn't even prepare properly. I don't think that he was going to do the same mistake before finals. And as you said, like he respected very much Leander even before get-go. And so, yeah, he's a professional player. You know,
absolutely.
He wants to go all the way this time because last time he didn't. He trained well, so he just needs to be also ready for the match.
Absolutely. All right, looks like Aditya is going to serve for Team India. Coming out in game 2, he took game 1 11-6. And this started very similar to the way the other game started, is Leander missing a couple early shots. And, you know, I think some of the adjustments he has to make is just the unforced errors, you know. That's tough. That's tough. Good adjustment off the net cord, though.
Yeah, exactly. So his reaction time was very, very fast.
I'd really like to see the Filipino crowd over there get involved a little more to help support. They're a little docile right now, a little quiet.
A little bit, yeah. It's like a midday, you know.
It's
maybe,
midday lull.
Maybe lunch hours, you know. The bodies are reacting differently.
Definitely lunch
in the
hour.
Morning or night.
Oh, what a great shot. Yeah, too good. The ball clipping the net and rolling over gave Leander time to decide what he wanted to do with that ball.
Yeah.
That next ball coming back.
Yeah, obviously Aditya feels in control right now, but it's still nice to respect your opponent's strokes.
Yeah, it's so good. One of the things I love the most about watching Aditya is just his raw athleticism. His reach is incredible.
Yes.
His touch and volleys are extremely good. Extremely well done by Aditya on that. That's their favorite shot.
And another one.
That inside out, that in and out.
And with the help of the net, nobody could get it, yeah.
The help of the net definitely helped his cause there, but he's got a nice, really nice ground stroke from the inside out. You've got to really push the pace on the ball to the backhand return. You can't let him circle around that because he's going to hit a nice ground stroke that's going to hurt you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
This is just my opinion. The soft volleys were working in game one. They're no longer working for him.
Yeah.
He's got to switch that tactic up. He's got to change it up.
Yeah.
He's allowing Aditya to come up and then manipulate the ball the way he wants instead of pushing the ball back to the baseline and forcing Aditya to hit something different. That's really good.
A good
really
touch,
good.
Good touch, yeah.
These guys are showcasing the ability to drop a ball in on a soft cloud. I always say, like, if somebody has good touch in pickleball, I say they must have held some babies in their lifetime, but Aditya's a baby himself. He's barely old enough to have a child probably, so.
Yeah. The thing is that Aditya is so tall, but at the same time, you know, tall people usually, they don't have ability to move that fast.
He does.
With him, he does, exactly. And that helps a lot, you know.
Yeah, to be honest, I think I'm jealous that he's got that type of physique and that build. He's built for a racket sport, you know. He's built for a racket sport, but he's not gangly and uncoordinated. He's a very put together player in the terms of what you were referring to is his ability to have hand-eye coordination while he's on the run, while he's scrambling. Those are not attributes that you pay for. You know, you're born with that. He's born with that body and that ability to do that.
Very true. That's a good foundation, but you have to build on it somehow.
Oh, for sure, for sure. He's worked hard. I mean, we know that you don't get to the level that he's at and to the level of high quality pickleball or any racket sport unless you put those hours in off the center stage.
Yes.
You know, this is where he shines, but it's the blood, sweat, and tears off the court that have really made the difference for him.
Yeah, and as we all know, this World Championship is the World Championship of non-professional players, and truly, I would hardly see anybody which is not a professional pickleball player to compete evenly with him, you know. So if he ends up winning this tournament, he really can boast to be a world champion, because his level is comparable with the professional players.
I agree. Very comparable.
So I don't know if you remember, but before this tournament we met, and he said, Jan,
That's really good manipulation from.
He said, Jan, I was working hard to get this one because last time I missed it. So he said, I did everything what I could have done. And by the way, did you see that ball landing on the line he did not hesitate to call it out. You know, he just simply played it.
Yeah.
Not many players would do the same thing. So
Yeah,
it just shows his integrity also.
Yes, he's very gracious in his calls, and actually I've seen some calls get overturned on him, and he's very gracious in that respect as well.
Yeah.
He doesn't argue with the calls. Actually, neither one of these guys really make a big fuss.
Yeah, exactly. Those are two real gentlemen playing the finals.
I don't think we could have asked for a better matchup for the finals with all the things encompassed into the match.
The level is perfect. We are just missing Indonesian viewers here, you know, spectators.
That crowd was bonkers. They were really good. I do feel like Leander's lost a little bit of steam. I can feel that the energy level is a little bit lower than what he would like, probably.
Yes.
He's frustrated internally, I think, a little bit too, because he's not executing some of the shots.
Yeah.
But his crowd is behind him. They're not big and boisterous like the Indonesia group. That was insane. I haven't seen a crowd that ruckus in a while, but they need to stay behind him right now. He needs to feel that good energy.
You know, without really taking away anything from Leander, the fact that he plays in these finals and he plays against the best player in Asia and he hits the ball like this.
It's unbelievable.
I think that's itself is so rewarding, you know.
Oh, I'm sure his mentality is win or lose, he's having fun. He's on a big stage with pickleball and is enjoying every moment of this glory. Nice recovery there. See if he can do something with it. Oh my goodness. I got to tell you, that was impressive by both, but Leander really showed on the replay. You can watch him track these balls down. That's one before. So, yeah, watch here. Watch this on the full run, dead sprint. And just the fact that Aditya even got a paddle on that was impressive. I didn't even think he would even get a paddle on that.
Beautiful.
He's starting to pick it up right as I said his energy level was low.
Yep, and honestly, maybe Aditya got a little more comfortable here, so it's just a warning signal for him, hey, you know, it's not over yet.
No, this game's never over till it's over.
Yes.
The anticipation from
was awesome.
Aditya was all over that. He saw that forehand down the line coming.
Oh, beautiful.
I love his ability to pass with that one-handed backhand down the line or coming back across the court. It's hard to read that because he can leave that paddle face open or he can close it off at the last minute, so it's a very good shot.
And obviously, one-hander will give you a little more reach than two-hander. So.
Absolutely. And also he slaps it pretty well with some pace on it.
Yeah.
That
is just amazing.
That's a thing of beauty and the respect from Leander. He clapped his paddle like, you know what, man, that's just pure beauty there.
But again, that stroke you can do only when your footwork is there, you know. Watch when he plays inside out or inside in, Aditya, you know, he's, oh, beautiful.
It's so good by both players.
Both of them fantastic.
Because I don't know if people, again, when they're watching at home, like how difficult it is for you to be on the dead sprint and take a ball off the backhand slice back into the kitchen on full blast.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to do that and to keep the ball unattackable.
It's a very professional level of control of the ball, of the paddles.
For sure. It's 5'9", I believe. Yeah, Leander faltering a little bit here down the stretch. He's not able to quite get over the hump just yet. I'm hoping to see him get a second win so we can have a nice ending to this match. But right now, Aditya is feeling every bit of this gold medal match.
I think that was a match point number 1, right?
Yeah, the last point in pickleball is always the hardest to get.
Championship point.
He wants to close it out for sure, but don't expect Leander to just go away easily. He's going to fight, scratch, and claw to try to get back in this game. He's down 5. All you need sometimes is 1 or 2 in a row, and you can create some momentum. Yeah, this is his last big push.
It's almost impossible to get the ball past Aditya, because when he has a spread of his arms, he covers from sideline to sideline.
Yeah, and he's anticipating the ball really well, which only enforces his reach even more because he's seeing that ball early enough to really get on top of it.
Yes, exactly.
I just don't think that strategy just wasn't working for him down the stretch.
It's
great match though. Great match.
Great,
he lost it
great.
into to Aditya, but what great sportsmanship by both these
Fantastic.
guys. Class acts.
You have to love